Let you all open all your three eyes.
Om Nityananda Paramashivoham.
Nityanandam, Jnanapadati Manual, under the guidance of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam. Let's start with the Sadguru Vandanam. Nityanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganasadusham Tattvamasyaadilakshya Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Let's go through the disclaimers. Security measures. No photography, video, audio recording. Important cautions. Please be aware of the important cautions. What is spa manifestation? Let's hear from Bhagavan himself explaining what is spa manifestation.
All the 25 states of consciousness, when they happen in you due to your chemicals and hormones ups and downs, it is powerlessness. When it happens in you out of your free will and consciousness, it is powerfulness. That's all. When you fall into sleep, it is powerlessness. When you enter into sleep, it is powerfulness. When you fall into dream, it is powerlessness. When you decide to dream, it is powerfulness. So I have added the ultimate powerfulness, Turiyatita, in your whole being and doing. Manifest all the powers. Understand, power manifestation is nothing but cognitive shift. It is not work. It is cognitive shift. Understand? It is just cognitive shift. It's not work. Work is a 4-letter word. Power manifestation is cognitive shift, playing with life, playing with being alive. Static matter, dynamic activity, strategic existence, all these three has no boundary. You are one with it. You are alive in everything. Everything listens to you. Everything decides as you want. Power manifestation is cognitive shift, raising your frequency, not work.
Now let's understand who is Paramashiva. Bhagavan himself has beautifully explained the Paramashiva in all of us.
Paramashiva does manifestation, maintenance, rejuvenation, pulling out of delusion and liberation. He resides in his supreme Paramashiva Swarupa as Ajomuha or Adhomuha, unborn, beyond form, formlessness. His Paramashiva Swarupa. That Paramashiva Swarupa manifests with these 5 faces as Sadashiva, Tatpurusha, Vamadeva, Ahora, Satyojata, Ishana. 5 faces he manifests and does the Panchakritya, Srishti, manifestation, Sthiti, sustenance, Samhara, rejuvenation, Trobhava, pulling out of delusion, Anugraha, liberation. Understand? He does all these 5 jobs. Through these 5 phases. Now listen carefully. Tatpurusham, Vamadevam, Satyojatam, Ahoram, Ishanam. These 5 phases does Panchakrityas. Each phase, each dimension is not just one F-A-C-E phase, P-H-A-S-E phase. It's not just F-A-C-E, P-H-A-S-E. Understand? The creation, not just creation getting created, even sustenance need to be created, destruction need to be created, and pulling out of delusion need to be created, liberation need to be created. Then creation, manifestation need to be maintained. Maintenance, sthiti itself need to be maintained. Destruction, samhara, the rejuvenation need to be sustained, maintained when it is happening. Pulling out of delusion, trobhava, need to be maintained when it is happening. And anugraha, liberation, need to be maintained when it is happening. Those micromilliseconds when it is happening. So understand, Satyojata Murti as 5 phase, Ishana Murti as 5 phase, Vamadeva Murti as 5 phase, Agora Murti has 5 phase, Tatpurusha Murti has 5 phase. So, Tatpurusha Murti has his 5 phase, Agora Murti has his 5 phase, Vamadeva Murti has his 5 face. Satyojata Murti has his 5 face. Ishana Murti has his 5 face. All these 5 Murtis, 5 faces put together is 25 faces of Mahasadashiva.
Bhagavan beautifully explained Paramashiva. Now, who is His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam? Let's hear from Bhagavan himself. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam, is a reviver of Kailasha, the ancient enlightenment civilization, the great cosmic borderless nation. Is an avatar from and is a supreme pontiff of Hinduism. His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam, has made science of our manifestation, yoga, temple-based university for humanity, Sovijian order of Kailasha led by His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam, and Nityananda order of monks, nuns, Hindu diasporas are working for global peace to give superconscious breakthrough to humanity. Nityananda Hindu University, world's largest with extended campus in 150 countries, is collecting, organizing, preserving, time capsuling, decoding, spreading and reviving 20 million source books of Hinduism and 64 sacred arts, science like Ayurveda, music, dance, sculpting, astrology, Vastu, and many more. His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam, is 293rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of Shamalapita Sarvanyapita, ancient apex body of Hinduism and present emperor of Suryavamsa Surangi Swamrajyam. His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam, has survived the worst persecution of multiple assassination attempts on person and character by anti-Hindu elements. Beautifully, Bhagavan now explains who is His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam.
Everything is infinitely powerful. You realize your potentiality. You establish yourself in the completion, space of completion. You are God, that's all. All of us are gods. The first experience is that I was able to see everything around me, above me, the whole 360 degree. I realized not only I was able to see, I was able to feel, experience the skin of the stone on rock on which I was sitting and the skin of this body. Both carry me equally. In both I exist equally. Sangha is a place where the tattvas are taught to you, and till it becomes satya, you are supported. Akhadas are basically founded by Sadashiva himself. All is ganas, Shiva ganas. Exactly the word gana means. In your length, breadth, depth, if you are filled by Shiva, you are Shiva Gana. All the Shiva Ganas formed the first Akhada. Later on, much later, Kapila Muni organizes Mahanirvani Akhada. Then all other Akhadas. Mahamandaleshwar of Mahanirvani Akhada, the oldest apex body of Hinduism, I welcome every one of you. What I am teaching is from original Agamas Yogapada,
The science very clearly declares, Sadashiva is very clear, manifestation of these powers happen when you experience oneness with Sadashiva. When you choose your guru, the best thing is find a person who is enlightened, experienced, who can play with energy, who can directly transmit experience to you, and who is in tune with the original Shastras, the source of the knowledge. All the revealed scriptures available about the yoga directly by Sadashiva for you to do research, study, practice, question the people who teach.
The science of power manifestation is a gift to the humanity, which is authentic, time-tested, scientific, and foolproof. Diksha, or the initiation from His Divine Holiness, Nityananda Paramashivam, makes the science directly an experience for the initiates. The experience is directly authenticated by the Pramanas. The Shastra Pramanas, the eternal, unchangeable truth revealed in the source scriptures, the Veda and Agamas. The Apta Pramanas, the experience of the Rishis, Munis, Ganas, Nayanamars, Alvars, and Siddhars, who are the authority of Hinduism, who have scientists who time-tested and verified the science of power manifestation. The Atma Pramanas are the avatar who land on the planet Earth to give a superconscious breakthrough to humanity. His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam, this millennium's avatar, personal experience of power manifestation. Shakshi Pramanas, or the experience of the millions of disciples, devotees, and followers initiated into the science of power manifestation by Bhagavan himself. Pratyaksha Pramanas, or the scientific studies which can be measuring the effect of being in the enlightened state.
Nityananda Jnanapadati for Nirahara. Powerful cognition from Bhagavan Satsang.
Because you are doing the session, you know everything. Listen. Because some of the very important truths, clicks you will get now. The first thing you need to understand, putting yourself in other person's place. Especially when you start thinking through for the other person, to cause other person's reality, to make other person's reality express, to make other person's reality into reality. First thing happens is expansion to you. Please listen. When you create a space to make others' reality into reality, when you become a catalyst for others to realize what they want to realize, when you become a cause for others to experience their realities, the first thing happens is you expand. You expand. You become larger space. You become a larger being. Please listen. When you decide, you will cause your family's realities. You become a head of a family. When you decide you will cause your reality, you become a human being. When you decide you will cause your city's reality, you become a leader of the city. When you decide you will cause
The reality for the country, you become head of the country. When you decide you will cause the reality for the world, you become God. When you decide you will cause the reality for the universe, world, you become God. So deciding to cause others' reality, deciding to cause others' reality is what I call responsibility. That is what I call enriching. You putting yourself in others' place and thinking through and deciding, I'll cause it. All the devotees all over the world, all the devotees all over the world need to know. Yesterday we were having a long sharing session about possibility. Business schools teaches you only how to be busy, not how to do business. Really. They only teach you how to be busy. Just being busy is not being busy does not mean doing business. I tell you, real business is being a cause for everyone's reality. Being a cause for everyone's reality. I tell you, when you decide I'll be a cause for everyone to experience their reality, suddenly you see so many people cause what you want as reality. Sometimes what you think is comfortable only is most uncomfortable thing. Listen, yesterday so many Swamis are sharing what they are seeing, what they are learning, everything. What they were seeing and what they were learning, the understanding about the reality. I tell you, when you create the expanded expanded space, and the expanded face of you, when you created an expanded space where you are able to think through for everyone's reality, with that expanded space, if you look at your personal reality, you will see just like that you can make it as reality. You can see very clearly, just like that you can make your personal reality into reality very easily. Your personal reality is not at all a difficult one. Continuously, when you decide you will cause others' reality, I tell you, that will open up tremendous love, life energy in you. How many words I use, how many ways I tell you, when you start only you will understand the experience. The person who lives with hum suffers. The person who lives with tum celebrates. Tum means you. Somebody asked me a question. What if others want to cause in their life is going to harm them or hurt them? Then if I cause that in their lives, am I not harming them? How can that be enriching? Or am I missing something? Did Swamiji mean that we need to listen to what they say they want to cause, what their being really wants? Please listen. Be very clear. Whether you support or not, they are going to cause what they want to cause in their life. Is it not? When you don't want to cause, you create this judgment. Justification. No, it is harming them. Who are you to justify? Give love, not intelligence. Be an extra hand for them, not extra head. If that is what they want, give them that, that's all. Be extra hands for people, not extra heads. I always tell people, we need only hands and legs, not heads. That we have enough. Be hands and legs for people, not heads. Many times we justify because we don't want to support the other person, we don't want to be a cause for other person's reality. We just try to justify saying, no, 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 maybe it is harmful to him. No. Relax. Yesterday, if you listen to all the Swami's sharings, the underlying current you would have got one thing. I constantly make what you think as impossible as possible by demonstrating in my life within the laws of human realm, within the rules and regulations of the human beings, within the laws of human beings. When I play chess, I don't bring cricket rules.
Bhagavan beautifully said about how when we cause others' reality, we are beyond the fear and we liberate ourselves. Now let's go to the Shastra Pramana.
स्वदेहे जगतो वापि सूक्ष्मतराणि च तत्त्वानि यानि निलयं ध्यात्वान्ते व्यज्यते परा.
Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Sutra 54, Dharana 31. Bhagavan Paramashiva beautifully says, cognize deeply that from the subtler to the subtlest constitutive principle of your whole body or of the whole universe simultaneously consist of the essential reality. They are being absorbed in their source cause. By the experience of such restful awareness, one becomes complete from all thoughts, and the ultimate universe divine power, Para Devi Adi Shakti, is revealed, and the supreme power manifestation happens. Bhagavan beautifully says how when we are in such a beautiful space, we can manifest all the powers. When we have the expanded space in us and expanded space in others, we will cause others reality. When people asked, Bhagavan has thoughts, Bhagavan said, yes, I have also thoughts. The problem is you are only having thoughts, but I have space which I have created from causing others reality in acres and acres of land. You have only 1 acre of land which is filled with thoughts, which you are stuck. The thoughts are going to happen continuously. But once we understand the higher reality, we will start manifesting that. That will happen. The liberation itself happens when you cause others reality. When you start causing your personal reality, you expand into that level. But when you cause the reality of a society, reality of a kingdom, then you have a higher reality opening up the dimension. That is what Bhagavan is getting to us. He says, enriching is pulling us out of delusion and causing is liberation. The liberation, we have to raise ourselves by ourselves, and we have to catch up with what Bhagavan wants to give us. Only if the disciple is ready, whatever Guru says, it becomes enlightenment. If the disciple is like the banana tree, which never gets lit even in a forest fire, it will be just the same way it is. The cognitive shift, the belief shift that should happen in the disciple when he is ready, when he raises himself by himself, instead of lowering himself by himself, he raises himself, then the causing happens more and more in a grander level. And when Bhagavan raises him to the ultimate, he is the master of the universe. He becomes enlightened. So by causing is one of the most important steps for liberation. Keep on causing others reality. Go into the other space, see what is missing in that, and cause that for them to manifest as their reality. When you go on manifesting others' reality, simply your reality will be caused, because your reality is nothing but a projection of all others around you. When others are having the best reality, you have to have the best reality. Bhagavan beautifully says, if you want to be wealthy, go make 10 people wealthy. If you want to be a dancer, best dancer, go make 10 people best dancer. So whatever we cause in the other person, we become the best of that. With that Shastra Pramana, let's move to Apta Pramana. Apta Pramana for Nirahara. Bhagavan beautifully says, Jnana Sambandar, after having Devi's milk, he was Nitya Nirahara for rest of his life, like to the forest. Immediately after the marriage, 3 days before she foresee the death of Satyavan, Savitri takes a vow. Savitri and Satyavan are married and she goes to live in a forest immediately after marriage. 3 days before the foreseen death of Satyavan, Savitri takes a vow of fasting. Her father-in-law tells her she has taken too harsh a regime, but Savitri replies that she has taken an oath to perform these austere, to which the whole Sena is going to support her. Vana Parva, devotion to Satyavana, the source. So beautifully how they lived as such great couple and living as husband as God. With that, let's go to the Atma Pramana. Atma Pramana, Leelas of Bhagavan, completion simply happens in life when you're Nirahari. When I was participating, trying to establish myself in the enlightenment experience continuously, when I used to go and report to my mentors, Raghupati Yogi and Kuppammal, whenever I report to them some of my struggle, both of them would say, do not eat for next 2 days, just drink water and juice, just drink little milk and buttermilk. I always found that 48 hours without solid food, of course you should not go empty stomach, then acidity, gastric, all that unnecessary things, but just no solid food, just some juice or buttermilk or milk. I always saw my system automatically got established in the space of completion. Shakshi Pramana. Shakshi Pramanas are the initiated disciple devotees all over the world expressing their experience of Nirahari.
Nityananda, we are Niraharis from Slovakia. This is Mukta Pushpa.
Kamala Lochana.
Sveťa.
Viktor. Jozef.
Mariana. So we would like to share our experience. I believe everybody, I'm going to speak behalf of our group. I mean, we had such an amazing time, feeling energetic and alive as never before. And I don't know, you can tell something?
I tried many programs with Swamiji, but this one was very unique. We have 2 new people in our group. They're completely new to Swamiji. They would like to share their experience too.
Slovak language.
Sme veľmi šťastní, že sme mohli absolvovať Niraharu Samyama, Nirahara Samyama. Cítim sa veľmi výborne, mám strašne veľa energie a vo vnútri som úplne šťastná. She's feeling like completely bliss inside, in and out, and you can see in her face. Fotoške? Áno, určite. Je mi teplo a vlastne... She feels like a warmth coming in from inside and her face is glowing.
No tak ja sa cítim tiež dobre, na tento seminár som sa moc tešil. Vyšlo to v podstate podľa predpokladov. Ďakujem Swamijimu a všetkým ostatným, ktorí tu s nami boli, ktorí nám k tomu pomáhali. a teším sa možno na budúce stretnutie.
My impression was very good. It was very interesting to see how the mood was changing a lot, and also the lack of craving for food. That was amazing. There was no need for food.
And for me, these last 2 days, I'm kind of experienced. Swamiji was mentioning at the beginning that we would taste certain sweetness on our tongue. So it's like I'm having like this sugar-coated tongue. So it's very pleasant. It's almost like the prana is feeding me from inside. So there's constant sweetness on the tongue.
And we saw in Awakening people eating all the time when we were doing the samyama. And what was going on in my mind was always like, food, but what to do with that? So it's kind of a complete disconnection from the food. You can still understand this is something you can eat and people are eating, but you don't feel like you want to eat anymore.
So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Swamiji, for this Nirahara.
Thank you.
Beautiful sharing. Now let's go to the instruction verification to understand how to manifest the power of Nirahara, Bhagwan's blessing, greatest blessing, one of the greatest blessing that he has given to the humanity. How to be a eternal, deciding, live, kalpa. To live as Kaya Kalpa and decide your own death. That is beautifully given by the Nirahara Samyama. When you detox the body simply starts knowing how to live as eternal. Such a powerful space of the spar. And let's move to Pratyaksha Pramana, the effect of scientific effort behind the Nirahara and body scanning, and then go to the instruction to manifest the power of body scanning.
Pratyaksha Pramana. Scientific studies, what can be measured, measuring the effect of being in enlightenment state, healing visible on brain activity. On April of 2005, His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Nityananda Paramashivam met with Dr. William Collins, a leading researcher and neurofeedback specialist in St. Louis, USA. He requested to study the brain activity of Swamiji along with that of a patient at the time he was healing the latter. The patient was injured in a car accident 10 years earlier and consequently suffered from affected nerves. "The world is not going to believe this," exclaimed Dr. Collins at seeing the outstanding observations recorded. Source taken from Avatar Shastra, Chapter 1, an introduction, page 60 and 61, paragraph title, During Healing. Now, we will watch a video presenting the scientific research and discovered phenomena on Swamiji during the healing meditation and enlightenment.
Like most enlightened masters, one of the unique gifts that Nityananda has to offer to humanity is healing, called as Nitya spiritual healing. Nitya spiritual healing has been baffling the medical world, healing people from migraine to cancer. He has personally touched and healed thousands of people all over the world. Nityananda participates and encourages scientific researchers to derive evidences for meditation and healing through meditation. Research has been done on the brainwave patterns, heart rate variability, and skin conductance level tests when Nityananda was healing. The heart rate variability analysis is a useful tool to explore energetic transactions between two subjects. As shown in the graph, shifts in the power spectra signal were recorded in the receiving volunteer during healing by Swamiji, and also when Swamiji was sending healing energy into the room, not specifically directed to any subject. The skin conductance level is a measure of skin conductance to electricity. Sensors were fitted to the fingertips of Swamiji, and during healing, sudden increase in skin conductance level was observed as Swamiji is running energy to deliver during healing. Both heart rate variability and skin conductance level showed that during healing there is increased level of sympathetic autonomic nervous system activity as the energy is focused for healing.
guidelines for Nirahara Samyama. You can register. Bhagavan beautifully says in this, work on your body intensely by more and more Nirahara. Keep yourself hungry. Whole day you should feel the fire of hunger. Bhagavan beautifully says how you keep the fire of the hunger. You can live for a very long time. For Nirahara Samyama starts every month, the first of every month. There is level 1, level 2, level 3. Now we'll give you the details for the registration. Registration guidelines for Nirahara. www.befoodfree.com. If you have any concern, you can write to programs@nityanandauniversity.org. You can sign up. And there is some orientation session at YouTube. You can watch the playlist. Thank you for starting the Nirahara process.
Power manifestation instructions. Let's sit straight, the head, neck, and back in a straight line, so that beautifully the Kundalini energy raises to the Agnya where the manifestation happens. Usually our awareness is on Muladhara, Swadhisthana, and Manipuraha, where navel center, your below navel center. Here, bringing the awareness to your third eye and sitting straight will give us amazing possibility of power manifestation. Now let's understand few words that Bhagavan is repeatedly using. Shaktipada, oneness, be unclutched, initiation. So here first we will see in Bhagavan's words what is Shaktipada.
Let me give an introduction about what is Shaktipada process. Please understand. You would have seen or heard about how the chicken sits on the egg and hatches. Of course, in the modern countries, this does not happen. Machine sits on the egg and our egg sits on the machine. In those days, originally when hens and chicken were getting produced on the planet Earth, the hen used to sit on the chicken and hen used to sit on the egg, and the chicken will come out of the egg. See, same way, Sadashiva sitting means the ultimate cosmic energy sitting on the individual soul and making the individual soul into cosmic energy is Shaktipada. Hen sitting on the egg and making the chicken happen, same way. You may think, how come, what is going on here? That hen is only sitting just by the body heat of the hen, the egg is becoming chicken. Because no surgery is done and nothing goes inside. It's only sitting. Same way, it is just sitting. It's only the presence, the Shaktipada, makes the individual soul into cosmic soul.
Beautifully, Bhagavan explained Shaktipada, how individual soul becomes cosmic soul. And let's listen to initiation.
You see, let me explain the initiation. Initiation is the process beyond your intellectual understanding. The transmission of lamp happens. Now, you understood something intellectually. There is something which is not understood, which can't be transmitted through the words. That is transmitted. That's what we call initiation. Sometime I tell people that unless you are initiated, the techniques do not create the result. The reason is you do not grasp completely whatever is expressed through words. Initiation is like it just transmits whatever need to be transmitted beyond logic and beyond words. People ask me why to wear this bracelet or this mala and all those things. This all will remind you. Why bracelet in the hand? It will remind you before eating, did you meditate? It's a constant reminder. Before eating, let you be reminded, did you do the meditation? That is why this bracelet. That is why this mala. That is why this external things. Sometimes these external things does a big job of reminding you constantly. That is why take the help of external things also, nothing wrong. People ask me, why we can just be spiritual without having external things? If you can, really you are welcome. But I don't think anybody who speaks in that way is successful. I've never seen people becoming successful, avoiding the external things, just having internal things. And it is just nice way of escaping from yourself.
Beautifully, Bhagavan explained initiation. Let's listen to be unclutched. What is to be unclutched?
The thoughts, every thought is independent, illogical, unconnected, and unclutched. Because the gap between two thoughts is too small. The neutral space between the two thoughts is too small. You think all the thoughts are connected and it is in the shape form. It is not. By your very nature, every thought is independent, illogical, unconnected, and unclutched. Between every thought, you experience a neutral space. When you change the gear, whether you go from neutral to 1 or 1 to 2 or 2 to 3 or 3 to 4 or 4 to whatever gears you may change, but every time you have to come to the neutral space. Only then you can go to the next gear. Even if you want to go from 2 to 3, you have to come to the neutral space. Only then you can go to 3. Same way, between every thought, you experience a neutral space. You experience a neutral space between every thought. Between every thought. That neutral space, that silence is what I call peace or bliss. The peace which exists, the bliss which exists already in you, between every thought, the gap of the thought, the gap between the thoughts, that neutral space is the peace, is the bliss. When you understand you are unconnected, independent, illogical, and unclutched, by your very nature, you will start experiencing the neutral space in you, neutral space which exists in you. You will start living from moment to moment in spontaneity. We need to understand one more thing. This technique of being unclutched, it does miracles in your being. In the body level, or in the mental level, or in the being level. In every level, when you understand the truth, by your very nature, you are unclutched. The tremendous quantum transformation. You take a quantum jump. The transformation happens in quantum, not step by step. Just one jump. You take a quantum jump and experience the truth awakening in you.
The oneness space is the most beautiful space that Bhagavan himself is explaining how we are ferocious. Beyond the tiredness and boredom, we can experience the space of oneness and be unclutched.
Oneness is not imagination. Oneness is not visualization. Oneness is not even just declaration. It is your existence. An idea which is you is oneness. The idea which has become part of your very space, which does not tire you or bore you by the passage of the time, is oneness. Mahadeva says in the Agama, Sadashiva beautifully explains in the Agama, Kala, Yama cannot tire you or bring boredom to you if something becomes your space. Devi achieved the blissful state and union with Mahadeva on Shivaratri day because her space became oneness. Anything which brings tiredness or boredom has not yet become your space. If living in this body brings you tiredness and boredom, you are not going to be living in this body forever. When that becomes too much, you are going to drop it and move ahead. If you want to be in oneness forever, it should become part of your space, means you should become ferocious with you and break this very tiredness and boredom. Only when you deal you with the ferociousness, you break the tiredness and boredom. With that ferociousness, you need to make oneness as your space. Anything stands as an imagination in the length level, visualization in the breadth level, declaration in the depth level. If you open your time with ferociousness, it just sinks into space level. With this ferociousness, the time layer in you opens, and the oneness from imagination to visualization to declaration, it becomes your space, the way of existence.
The most important, Bhagavan says, being unclutched, understanding the Shaktipada, the oneness space, and chanting the Mahavakya. The Mahavakya, the power of the Mahavakya pushes you into the higher states of consciousness. Here Bhagavan himself explains how we can experience the Shaktipada, raised higher consciousness through Mahavakya.
It's one of the very important revelation by Sadashiva. All the electronic equipments work when the electrons are made to vibrate. That happens by the light. When the electricity is supplied, the light particle vibrates, the electronic equipment starts working. Just like that, the spiritual power and the umbilical cord connection, spiritual umbilical cord connection between you and me, it works with sound particle. For example, my integrity with the cosmos, Sadashiva, Mahasadashiva, it reverberates in certain level of frequency When you are integrated to me, you also start reverberating in the same frequency. If your integrity goes down, that is when you start connecting with me only as a manager or this organization head or your Purvashram father, mother. Your connection with me goes down to the lower level if the integrity gets reduced. I was wondering, what is the way we can bring people to the higher integrity immediately and the feeling connection, so they start manifesting the powers, they start staying in the space of Sadashivatva. Sadashiva revealed a beautiful sound. I can tell you, this is like a password. At any point, if you are not able to bring yourself to oneness, you are a little shaken, disturbed, or for some reason, you are not able to bring yourself to oneness. This is like a password. You type, whether your mind feels connected or not, the energy will start flowing in you beyond the depth dimension. You see, all mind oscillation, restlessness, all mental idea based feeling connected or not feeling connected is only length, breadth, depth level, not in the space level. But this sound will straight infuse energy from the space level. Like for example, if the power goes off, automatically the generator will get switched on and the power supply will be going on. So end result will not be lost. Whether government power supply or the generator power supply, end result will not be stopped. So whenever you feel little that oneness is, you are not catching it, just feed this password. Immediately the oneness will open up and you will start manifesting the powers, energy, and the whole space will shift. It is directly from Sadashiva. It's a beautiful sound. I don't even want to say it's a mantra. It is not even a mantra because there is no meaning in it. You can't derive a meaning for it. It just flashed like a password for all the initiations I am giving. One single password for all the initiations I am giving. And the initiations I gave, I am giving, I will be giving for all that. This is like one password. Don't even repeat like a mantra. Just feed like a password and it will just open up. Your whole being will open up. Listen carefully. It starts with the vibration Om. Listen and then repeat. Om. Very deep. Om. Nityananda. Nityananda. Maha Sadashivoham.
So Bhagavan gave beautiful explanation of how you can be in Shaktipada. Visualize Paramashiva who has come down as Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam from Kailasha. Remembering Paramashiva in your third eye, again and again, bringing your awareness to your third eye simply makes you manifest powers. Absolute unclutching. How Bhagavan said, the neutral zone, nothing ever touches the screen. Like same way, the movie does not touch the screen, whether it is happening in ferocious or any soft, beautiful, nothing touches the screen. Be unclutched like the screen. And to experience the state of Paramashiva, your inner space being completely unclutched. Complete completion to experience the space of Paramashiva. Inside us, the complete completion happens when we are in tune with Paramashiva. That everything is redundant and irrelevant. The essence of completion is irrelevant. Nothing matters in your life because everything is complete completion. Oneness with Paramashiva. How Bhagavan said, in ferocious breaking the boredom and tiredness, just being in the space of oneness with Paramashiva to manifest the powers of Paramashiva. Tyaga as Paramashiva is your only strength, now declaring complete integrity with Bhagavan to experience the being of Paramashiva. How Bhagavan said, chanting the Mahavakya raises your frequency, and that is your only strength to manifest any reality. Being in this beautiful space of Paramashiva, you can experience such a beautiful space, state, powers, and becoming the being of Paramashiva, manifesting whatever you want. Now, you will be manifesting the powers, watching the oneness capsule, and chanting the Mahavakya, Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. We'll be playing the Mahavakya and the oneness capsule for you to manifest powers. At end of the Mahavakya, you can start with the verification and sharing and causing. Thank you.
Nityananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om नित्यानंद परमशिवोऽहम् Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eye. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Paramashivoham. Nityananda 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 Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour. Let the Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes.
Let the Amrita pour. Let the Vani open up. Manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eye. Om Jnananda Paramashivam. 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 Om Jnananda Paramashivam.
We are at the end of the power manifestation, but most important part of the power manifestation. Here, we are going to share all that you have manifested with the social media groups. Here we have Sri Kailasha Kotyar Manifesting Power Groups. Thousands of people are part of that. And you can share there and you can post your powerful cognition and the videos. The link is tinyurl.com/power manifestation. It is at the left corner of the page. You can click on it and you can post your beautiful experience in the power manifestation group. Why sharing and causing is very important part of power manifestation. Bhagavan beautifully explains that sharing is pulling us out of delusion and causing is liberating us. We are the ones who need to start experiencing the higher states of reality, how we need to exist. Beautifully, Bhagavan explains when you are sharing with others the ultimate beautiful multidimensional logic, your brain rewires into the higher space of consciousness, the Turyatita state. Again and again, when you experience even a little bit, you share with the world, your experience becomes reality. Same thing when you cause others to come and get initiated for higher reality, you are caused into the higher purpose, the ultimate reality. Bhagavan says extreme causing, extreme power manifestation is extreme causing. So beautifully he explains how our strength is declared on Paramashiva. The power manifestation happens exactly in tune to that. And sharing with the world, continuously reiterating ourselves the experience that we had from the powerful cognition and manifesting the space of Paramashiva, the state of Paramashiva, the beings of Paramashiva, we become Paramashiva. Go on sharing and causing, which is the most important part of how you have experienced your reality. When you go to a temple, we pray and we see that beautiful experience happen in us, and then share with the world that how amazing the temple experience has manifested as your reality. Same way, when you manifest powers, when you share with the world, it becomes more and more the depth cognition of you, and you will be experiencing more powers. Even if you're manifested very small, It does not matter the quantity, Bhagavan says. The quality is important. If it is authentic, please go ahead and share with the world. Do not doubt, have self-doubt, self-denial, self-hatred come and block anything. Experience the ultimate in deep seeking and gratitude. Bhagavan manifest in you with a deep prayer that asking Bhagavan to make this reality as your existential reality. With that, let's end with the Purna Mantra. Thanking Bhagavan for all these great experience. We have come to the end of the Power Manifestation course and we end with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamadashyate Purnasya Purnamataya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhavate Sri Nityananda Parameshwaram Paduka Arpanamastu. Om Nityanandam. Thank you for participating in the Jnanapatati, Nityananda Jnanapatati course. Please go ahead and select more power manifestation and every day experience the ultimate reality for yourself. Nityananda.
Om Nityananda Paramashivoham